How soon they forget. League's ultimate raid boss, TheShy. Nowadays, fans ask, what happened to TheShy? How good was he? Let me tell you. TheShy's name was infamous long before his pro debut.
This is a tutorial on how to do the Shy combo.
He was a high-rated Riven, Yasuo, and Nidalee streamer on the Korean server. It wasn't long before a team finally took a real chance on him. That team was LPL's Invictus Gaming. TheShy joined IG as the alternate top laner towards the second half of 2017. The team had a solid summer split performance, but failed to qualify for Worlds. TheShy's debut left many curious of IG's chances in 2018, but no one could have expected what came next.
Big knockup, gets Balan and Jackie Love, but he kills Kalua. Rookie down the back lines, sweeps Doinby for the double kill. SMLZ's trying to escape, but IG are just chasing him down. There's nowhere for him to run. Triple kill for the Emperor of Shurima.
Invictus Gaming and TheShy demolished one of the most competitive leagues in the world. They went 18-1 in series. And TheShy...
Oh no.
Yeah, just going on.
SMLZ.
Yeah, it just doesn't end, does it?
There's an arcane shift available, we know it. Waiting is TheShy, the Iceborne coming in handy. He's waiting for decimating smash. He's waited so long. Can he get it? TheShy has bitten off way too much. He dodges from the Mystic Shot. SMLZ. What is this outplay? TheShy, best top laner in the world.
I cannot believe this game.
He only led all other top laners in DPM, ranking 44 points higher than the next closest. He was also so integral to IG's wins. When Duke was playing, the team went 5-3. When TheShy was playing, the team went 32-2. On a team with Rookie and Jackie Love, TheShy was the ultimate X factor.
SMLZ thinks it's fine, but W has such a low cooldown. The fact that he dodged out on that Ezreal Q is huge.
The Iceborne Gauntlet auto attack was just so rough there.
But despite their incredible regular season, things derailed in the postseason. An injury to TheShy's hand sidelined him, and the team lost in a 5-game series to RNG. And later on, at the Demacia Cup, IG again lost in the 3rd place match with an injured TheShy. His injuries plagued him and any chance his team had at winning, but it showed his importance. In the summer season, TheShy was again sidelined but still supported the best win rate and highest DPM of any top laner when playing.
Do so much damage, carving up the backline, carving up cleared, and it's a complete disaster. Yagao, 1-on-3, can he make it happen? Ning low, can he back away from the minion wave? And Yagao, you are not going anywhere. 5 kills to IG.
And after another 18-1 regular season, IG again narrowly lost to RNG, this time in the finals. Fans questioned how much TheShy's routine absences may have affected the team's chances. So the team, and TheShy himself, went a little under the radar, heading into 2018 Worlds.
But now I'm happy after the Fnatic win. Yeah. You know, I'm ready actually to see IG play here on the world stage. I think we're all pretty excited about this team and what they can do.
The team finished with a 5-1 record, losing out a tiebreaker to Fnatic. Crucially, this defeat sent them into a quarterfinal matchup against tournament favorites KT Rolster. Looking back now, you could argue KT had a team filled with 4 of the 5 greatest players in their role. The GOAT top laner Smeb, the GOAT jungler Score, GOAT AD carry Deft, and GOAT support Mata. All on the same team. But even with these legends of the game, they were no match when faced with overwhelming skill. IG pulled KT to pieces.
Big mixture of that one, and Jackie goes unstoppable. It's a double kill for IG's jungler. It's a slaughter for Invictus Gaming. KT is wiped off the map, and the Nexus will join him. There fell on. Here comes your Galio ulti. Dawn going to 5. Redemption is there. Smeb is taken down. Get rid of everybody from KT, says Invictus Gaming. They've claimed the base. They don't need the ace. They've got this game.
The team went up 2-0, and TheShy was reveling in his superiority to Smeb. So much so that he purposely ignored his coach's orders and locked in Fiora for Game 3. And well, he showed his class as he laughed in the face of the supposed greatest top laner.
Down nearly immediately, and TheShy grabs the kill. IG now marching further towards the enemy base.
He brought IG within one hit of 3-0ing the World Championship favorites in round 1.
Marching, it's a base race. TheShy's on the blue exit. KT's a threat. Who's gonna win? TheShy will not, and KT takes it to game 4. Holy
But his failure to do so, and his arrogance, had him sitting on the bench in Game 4. After KT pulled the series back to Game 5, TheShy returned, and with him playing for the team again, IG pulled off the upset. And all of a sudden, IG went from dark horse to contenders again. Their next challenge was G2. G2 had just pulled off one of the greatest Worlds upsets, defeating another tournament favorite in RNG. The same RNG that had IG's number throughout the year. But this was a different IG and TheShy. They demolished G2 through raw skill alone. Quite frankly, their Europeans had no shot. And TheShy, he was toying with them.
They already got the pick onto the enemy jungler. Oh! So many people! That's the Aatrox damage!
This time, it was 3-0.
Rookie, IG clean house, and in a clean sweep, they punch their ticket to the final!
And now IG was in the World Finals, readying themselves for a clash with Fnatic. Fnatic's tiebreaker victory in groups had fans optimistic, but that turned into dread very quickly. Once again, TheShy dominated Bwipo in the top lane. So much so that Fnatic subbed in Soaz in Game 3, not for any strategical reason, but simply to see if it would change anything.
Breakfast is down, Brox is away, IG are on Nexus, the LPL has never won before, but that will change today! The Crownless are finally king, and Invictus Gaming are your 2018 World Champions!
Another monster performance from IG made them the first Chinese world champions, and gave TheShy the reputation of having the highest peak of any top laner in LoL history. Now for a lot of people, this was where TheShy's reign ends. But that's not the case. TheShy was the first team all-pro top laner in the LPL another 4 times between 2019 spring and 2020 summer. In 2019, TheShy dominated the spring playoffs, winning finals MVP en route to an MSI appearance. Once there, IG had another dominating group stage.
2, and you know number 3 is gonna kill him, but he's chasing for a little bit more. There it is, the triple kill and as many auto attacks. When Invictus Gaming smashed the world record, they smash SKT, and IG are 4-0.
It seemed the reigning world champions were here to stay. But then, disaster struck. IG blundered when they really couldn't afford to. They were upset by huge underdogs Team Liquid in the semifinals. Which actually told the story of what IG and TheShy really were. Their ceilings, for both, were the best in the world, by a fair margin at that. But on any given day, they could inexplicably collapse and run it down. A player who could contend for the best in the world could also play like complete garbage when you least expect it. And you could see the duality of that player at Worlds 2019 as well. After another second place finish in groups, IG looked to ramp it up in the playoffs. In the quarterfinals, IG was again matched up against an LCK monster in Griffin. In every role except for top lane, Griffin was stacked. They had Chovy, Viper, Tarzan, and Lehans. Their only weak link was Sword. Surely, if they could contain TheShy, it should be an easy win for Griffin. If they can contain him. they couldn't.
Pit forced away, Ning gonna jump back to his squad. 4K held, TheShy in the back line. They set up for 3 kills out of LeBlanc. The Baron does fully heal. It's back up, but who's gonna stop them now?
Not even close. TheShy destroyed Sword in every matchup, and single-handedly swung the pendulum in IG's favor. After taking down Griffin, IG met up with FPX in the semis. And once again, TheShy was dominating.
They need to get the kills. That's one done. They turn their attention to 3. Number 4's going to fall as well. Invictus are right back into it.
Yeah, they're going to finish off Gimgoon, and the Baron will be theirs as well. Quick shot.
But as I mentioned, when you least expect it.
The barrels come down though. Jackie left the shot being blown up. The one just available. How did you do this? Are Invictus Gaming tilted? They've lost their carries. They've lost their damage, and they may have just lost this series.
In an instant, TheShy went from the hero to the Joker. From carrying his team to victory to sealing their fate. That is TheShy after all. And that is what TheShy has remained for the last few years. He still has incredible highs and still places well in all pro rankings. And he had one of the greatest peaks of all time and could reach it again at any moment. But his ability to int an entire game away is second to none. That's why TheShy will always be one of the most exciting players to ever touch this game.